Welcome to Green Technology, where powerful machines, extreme recoveries, and smart engineering tackle the toughest jobs on Earth. Subscribe now and join us for more heavy equipment, oversized transport, forestry technology, An uneven load can turn a simple unloading job into a serious problem in seconds. Here, the weight does not appear to be balanced properly, and once part of the cargo is removed, the truck loses stability and tips over. The recovery can be discussed later, but the real concern is the person rushing across the truck during the incident. That is not confidence. That is unnecessary risk in a place where one wrong step can cost a life. Moving a house up a steep street is not just heavy transport, it is controlled engineering under pressure. On Faraday Street, the crew battles a slippery incline with careful steering, steady horsepower, and calm coordination. Every meter matters. Every adjustment has to be exact. That is why professional house moving depends on planning, timing, and people who know how to keep a massive structure under control. Recovering a giant mixer truck in snowy conditions is never simple. The machine is already sitting on uneven ground, causing it to lean dangerously. Then the towing force adds another problem, pulling too hard and making the situation worse. Before they can even think about dragging it out, the crew has to bring the vehicle upright and stabilize it properly. Recovery is not just about pulling harder. It is about understanding weight, angle, traction, and patience. Tracks like a tsunami will test every bit of preparation you have. Out here, water, gear, recovery tools, and a backup plan are not optional. They are what separate a controlled delay from a real emergency. Known by many as Death Crossing, Cahill's Crossing is one of those places where nature does not give much room for mistakes. The water looks simple from a distance, but beneath the surface and along the riverbanks, massive saltwater crocodiles wait with patience. Drivers who choose this route must understand the risk before entering. A flat tire, a stalled engine, or one poor decision can put people dangerously close to one of nature's most powerful predators. Some still take the crossing to save time, but that shortcut comes with a price. If you love our channel, its superior power, and its exciting footage, please support us by subscribing and liking. This will help us continue bringing you more cutting-edge technology and amazing videos every day. Some operators seem to treat safety briefings like optional reading. This machine is clinging to a wall of dirt with nothing but hydraulics, traction, and the operator's nerve holding it in place. One wrong move and the entire situation changes. It looks impressive, but it also deserves respect. Heavy equipment can do amazing work, but gravity does not negotiate. That D11 is a real powerhouse. Pulling heavy equipment up a 4-degree slope may look easy from the outside, but that is exactly what makes this machine so impressive. Its combination of raw pulling strength, advanced engineering, and ground contact turns it into a serious field weapon. Watching it move a tractor and dump truck uphill is a clear reminder that heavy machinery is built for jobs most equipment could never attempt. Moving a boulder that size is not just about brute force. The D8R shows that balance matters just as much as power. The operator keeps the blade angle steady, controls traction carefully, and uses the machine's weight with precision. That kind of movement is not guesswork. It comes from years of machine control, field experience, and knowing exactly how far the equipment can be pushed. Oversized cargo transport demands planning before the engine even starts. Every route, every bridge, every turn, and every surface has to be considered. Across Russia's varied terrain, companies like LLC Spec Crews rely on the right equipment for each load and each road condition. The goal is not just to move something large. The goal is to move it safely, efficiently, and without turning one problem into 10 more. A grapple handling a massive log can almost look like a dance when the operator knows the machine. The load is huge, but the lift feels smooth because the movement is controlled. This is not just horsepower doing the work. It is years of skill behind the controls, knowing how to balance weight, grip, swing, and placement without wasting motion. This man puts himself in a very dangerous position. The vehicle drops into place without causing more damage. But that does not make the decision smart. Incidents like this always raise the same question. Who was responsible for the setup? And why was someone standing where they should not have been?
Any other damage. However, who is responsible for this incident is still a question that needs to be clarified.
Decades old and still working hard, the T130 is not here to impress anyone with modern technology. No GPS, no smart hydraulics, no digital screens. Just raw metal, heavy tracks, and an experienced hand on the levers. That is old school reliability. It keeps pushing forward like time forgot to retire it. Relocating a house is a delicate engineering process. It takes more than power to move an entire structure safely. The crew has to protect the integrity of the building, manage the route, control the speed, and keep everything balanced from start to finish. With the right machines and careful planning, even a full house can move through difficult terrain without falling apart. When a Duramax breathes smoke on 5.4-inch boggers and military axles, speed is not the point. This is about torque, steel, noise, and mechanical chaos. Crushing cars between burnouts is not transportation. It is a purpose-built show machine doing exactly what it was made to do. Buried deep in mud, the Komatsu PC1250 looks finished at first glance. The tracks are swallowed, the pit walls are slick, and water is rising around the machine. But the operator stays calm. With controlled boom movement, careful track shifts, and steady timing, this 110-ton machine claws its way back onto solid ground. That is not luck. That is control under pressure. If you enjoy watching powerful and perfect machines, remember to subscribe to the channel. We bring you the most impressive and amazing technologies from around the world. CR Levesque Trucking takes on the challenge of delivering a massive material handler with proper planning, strong equipment, and experienced drivers. Oversized transport like this cannot rely on guesswork. It needs a clear route, stable support, and a team that understands how large machines behave on the road. Somewhere in Perugia, an excavator gets a quick reminder that nature still has the final word. Heavy equipment may be powerful, but soft ground, poor traction, and bad angles can humble any machine. Moving a 160-foot crane beam weighing 129,000 pounds is not just transport, it is precision logistics. With stable axles, careful steering, and police escort support, the convoy clears tight city corners like a planned operation. That kind of movement only works when every person involved understands timing and space. This skidder does not just crawl through the forest. It takes command of the terrain. Chains dig in, the engine loads up, and the machine drags massive logs through brutal ground with steady force. Every pull shows traction, grit, and operator control. If this level of forestry power impresses you, stay with Green Technology for more heavy machines in real working conditions. The road through Batu Jamba in Indonesia is known for difficult conditions, sharp curves, and steep grades. Drivers passing through need full focus. In this case, the truck appears to lose braking control and starts sliding backward down the slope. That is a serious situation where one small delay can become a major accident. Moving oversized cargo like this is not a casual job. With a Mercedes 8X4 and a specialized trailer built to distribute weight, the full setup reaches more than 330 tons. The cargo is a 1,000 cubic meter butagas tank, equal in scale to tens of thousands of gas cylinders. Moving something that large through public roads takes serious route planning, escort coordination, and patient driving. Slope work does not get much cleaner than this. The CAT 336 trims with surgical precision, cutting smooth lines and shaping layers without guesswork. Whether working from the top down or building the grade step by step, this level of finish comes from long hours in the operator's seat. It is not luck, it is machine mastery. Loading a dozer onto a tall trailer is already risky. Add snow and ice, and it becomes a full test of experience. Every movement has to be measured because the machine's weight is unforgiving. One wrong angle could shift the whole rig. This is why difficult loading jobs belong to operators who understand balance, traction, and patience. Sunken vehicles create unique recovery problems. When the stuck object is heavy machinery, the challenge becomes even greater. But with the right tools, the right pulling points, and a careful plan, even difficult recoveries can be handled. If you love technology, incredible power, and amazing footage, please support the channel by subscribing and liking. This will help us continue bringing you more amazing machine videos every day. This pushes traction, weight transfer, and center of gravity right to the limit. One wrong move and that dozer could slide backward into a very expensive mess. It is a reminder that heavy equipment work is not just power, it is control. No fancy recovery rig here, just field ingenuity. A Hitachi excavator pulls an SD16L crawler out of a difficult spot using practical skill and creative thinking. In remote work sites, Sometimes the best tool is the one already on the ground, controlled by someone who knows how to use it.
For challenges like this.
The Caterpillar D6C shows impressive control on rocky terrain. Its blade cuts smoothly through rough ground, shaping the surface with clean movement and solid timing. Watching a machine like this work is a lesson in old-school strength and operator precision.
Anyone know the price of a hydraulic rock plate attachment these days?
This driver guides a 1/8, 3-foot, 226,000-pound beam through a tight corner like it is routine. Meanwhile, some people struggle to park a sedan without touching the curb. Oversized hauling at this level is a different world. Every inch counts. In the icy waters of Greenland, a Manitou loader balanced on temporary floats attempts something that already looks questionable. For a moment, it holds. Then the weight shifts, the boom digs, and the machine rolls hard into the sea. A very expensive piece of equipment disappears into Arctic water, proving once again that heavy iron still answers to nature. Watching a cable snap during a truck recovery is painful. When a workhorse is stuck on a hill, every pull carries hope, and every failed attempt hits hard. For people who care about trucks, that moment is more than just mechanical failure. It is frustration, loss, and the reality of working in conditions that do not forgive weakness. This final scene is a textbook example of mechanical force used correctly. A Bobcat tiller paired with an E35 mini excavator attacks a massive stump with controlled hydraulic power. The setup cuts clean, wastes little motion, and rips through the buried roots with serious efficiency. In a rough backyard work zone, raw power and precision finish the job. If you love our channel, its superior power, and its exciting footage, please support us by subscribing and liking. This will help us continue bringing you more cutting-edge technology and amazing videos every day.